Another story I heard was there was a few players that went to a party
Oh, sure.
during camp. Explain to the people what was their punishment.
They got punished. That was
Yeah.
that was bad ball. I mean,
Yeah.
those players. So we had practice.
That's not good.
They found out that they had went out, right?
Yup.
They
Tell them how they found out.
They found out
an
because
informant.
Yo, Pierre, you want to come out?
What is up, guys? How y'all doing? Welcome back to another edition of Off Schedule. I'm here with my co-host.
You know, the best co-host in America is Boss.
Oh my gosh.
Boss.
Hey, y'all already know who I am, Isaac, as always. And today we're joined by a special guest, one of our former teammates, Percy Agyei-Obese.
Perk 31.
How you feeling, man?
Feeling good, man. Glad to be on the show.
I'm
Appreciate
glad to have you, bro. I'm hoping everybody watching is having a good day. If not, I'm hoping we can make your day better by getting to know one of my good friends here, Percy, man. He's a great guy, and we're gonna dive into basically his career, his life up to this point, and the future. Looking forward for him because he got big things coming up as always.
He also got a lot of nicknames, you know what I'm saying? Percy Agyei-Obese.
Oh my god.
Percy Agyei-Obenetti.
Oh my god.
UAP.
Oh my god.
Perk 31. But for y'all just know him as Percy, man. You know what I'm saying? I just know him as Percy.
Yeah, that's my boy right here. You feel me? My guys.
But
My guys.
So, we're both older guys. The NFL draft combine just happened a few days ago. How did it feel watching the NFL draft combine, knowing that this is the year you're going out to the NFL draft?
I mean, honestly, it still hasn't hit me yet because with my mindset and everything, it's more of like, all right, it's business. Like I haven't handled business yet, so I haven't had a chance to really like take a step back and like, okay, let me experience this. Let me sit back and relax because business isn't handled yet. You feel me? So
yeah, it's always fun because around this time every year you get like a boost of motivation from watching people in the combine running the 40s. Maybe some guys you used to go to high school with or you used to play against, and you're seeing them succeed and get a chance. And it's just it's a boost of motivation because the road can get long. It can get long. It can get
He knows.
hard. You can I know
Both of them, bro. Actually,
we both know really.
That's
both of them.
for real though.
But when you're going through the grind year in, year out, seeing the combine and the draft come through every year is really a show of the light at the end of the tunnel and what your main goal is when you're doing all these hard workouts and all this working out. So is that the same for you?
Yeah, definitely. Like every year, just looking through it, it's the motivation, like seeing these guys out there and just looking at them like, okay, I can do that. You know what I mean? That can be me. And, it makes me go out there, work harder, want to do more, want to better myself. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just looking at them out there at the combine, it's motivation.
Yeah.
Push me.
Yeah, and we're gonna get more into your draft journey later, but I want to start it off with the beginning. Let's go back to the grassroots. How did you get into football as a kid? Most people say Pee Wee, but
So I actually started playing football in high school. So
for real?
yeah,
For y'all who don't know, starting football in high school is very late.
Very late.
very late. So I was a soccer player. I thought I was gonna be like this World Cup soccer player. Like, I was gonna be. Yeah, it didn't happen. So my friends actually convinced me. They're like, you should try. And I was like, you know what? Why not? Tried my freshman year, bro. Trash. So bad. Like trash. So bad. Like I was just like, all right, like, yeah, maybe I need to go back to soccer and all that.
Yeah.
So I was just, I go into the next year and it's the summer going in and my coach randomly moves me up to varsity. And I'm like, bro, varsity? Like
after you being trash.
And like, mind you, like, I mean, I was trash. Like I didn't know, like I played DN and running back. I was third string running back. Like I had 9 carries the whole season, like 1 accidental touchdown.
Sure.
And they would be like, I played DN and they're like, guard the tight end. And I was like, who's the tight end?
For real, it
Like,
was that bad.
Like I didn't know what a first down was.
He just started playing, so it's not like he gonna
Didn't
know
know
the
what a
intricacies.
first down. Didn't know what we were doing. I honestly, only thing I knew was what a touchdown was.
Yeah.
They said score a touchdown, run that way. That's all I knew. Like I didn't learn what like a first down and all that stuff was till like my junior year. Like to be honest with you,
Really?
like I was just out there. They're like, all right, this is the DN. Stay outside. You know, I mean, keep contained. Like,
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, that's my job. You know what I mean? That's when like, you know, sophomore year comes and like I was playing mostly DN. I'm thinking I was like, all right, blah blah, like, and college coaches start coming in.
Yeah.
So college coaches start coming in. I was like, whoa, like, is this real? Like, I never thought about this. Like, I wanted to be like a soccer player or a Navy SEAL. You know what I mean?
SEAL.
Navy SEAL, bro.
Navy
like,
SEAls are lit, bro. I like
Navy
Navy
SEAls.
SEals.
Navy SEAL. Hold on.
I watch a lot of Navy SEals
Navy
movies.
SEAL. Where did that come from? Where's the Navy SEAL background come from?
That's a whole nother story, bro. Cause so what's it called? First grade, bro. I read a Navy SEAL book.
Yeah.
And ever since then, like I was like, you know what? Like that's what I want to be. I want to be a Navy SEAL. I'm gonna start training right now. So like when I'm 18, I'm gonna join the Navy, and I'm ready. So, like,
Navy SEAls is cool, bro. Like their training is just so crazy. Like, I mean, I don't want to be in the military now, but like, I would just one day just want to like go through like just like Navy SEAL training, like the buzz and all that.
Just be careful what you ask for. I don't know about that.
Just to try it
away from me.
Because I read, because I be reading like David Goggins books, watching a lot of Navy SEAL movies and stuff, and bro, like they hard.
Yeah, and that's really like why I was just like I want to be the best of the best, and like that's really how I developed my mindset that I had today. Because like as a kid in elementary school and all this, I'm researching stuff that Navy SEALs do. I'm waking up in the morning at 4 a.m. trying to do 100 push-ups, trying to get up, running up and down my street. Like, like I'm being serious. I mean, I obviously I wasn't sitting there doing 100 push-ups. Like I obviously couldn't do it. But I'm doing my little 25, and I was like, you know what, 2 hours, I'm gonna do another 25, and like this is like me in like second grade, third grade, like doing this, and I'm like, I want to be a Navy SEAL. Like my life is planned out. Like for Halloween, bro, I was a soldier every year. A soldier and a Ninja Turtle.
You look like a Ninja Turtle, bro. Hey, yo, y'all watching this video, man, pause the video right now and subscribe. We need more subscribers.
Takes 2 seconds.
And
then click the like button, 2 seconds.
Yeah, you'll get to see whenever we upload a new video, so you can be the first ones on there to hear the heat that we spitting on a weekly basis, man.
Day in and day out.
Day in and day out.
And just take 2 seconds, just like, subscribe for us, and drop a comment, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's easy. You spend all day in the house anyhow. You do something that's gonna change your future for the best. But now back to the video, man. But so obviously the Navy SEAL aspirations sort of died down. Obviously, you're a football player now. But how did it go on? She's talking about junior year. You got moved up to varsity.
So yeah, junior year, I was on varsity and stuff like that. And like actually junior year is kind of like when it kind of clicked a little bit more for me. And because I was like, okay, there's schools coming in. So I was talking to all my friends who've been playing football since like Pee-wee and stuff like that. And I'm just like, all right, like, what do I need to learn? Like, teach me more about football. And that's when I really started investing myself into football. And I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna hit the ladder every single day. I'm out there every single day, like with my best friend Sam. We out there every single day after track practice, bro. After school, every day, waiting for our parents to pick us up at 6. You know what I mean? Like I'm out there, not even know what I'm doing, feet tripping over myself, but like it's like, you know, you get better after you keep on failing. You know what I mean? So
I definitely feel like there's like advantages to starting to play football later, because like I started playing football like in middle school, and that as well is still late. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people start in kindergarten, and I feel like I don't know, for some reason there's just more of a kind of advantage to start playing late. Maybe just because like you might be able to maybe learn more because you're older, or like adapt quicker. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. I just feel like people who I know that have started playing football later than like kindergarten or like Pee-wee when people start, like they seem to turn out good. Hey, we all on scholarship here.
I had played when I was like 9 years old. I played 1 year and then I stopped, and then I didn't play again until my 8th grade year. And I went from there. So I started pretty late too.
And I feel like it's also good just to like play different sports. You know what I'm saying? Like he played soccer. I had played soccer when I was in elementary school. So I feel like just experimenting with those different sports and also football takes a toll on your body. So like
Mm-hmm.
the later you start, kind of like the better you start to be honest. You know what I'm saying? So
Right, you play soccer?
yeah, bro.
You was good?
Bro, African parents. My mom did not let me. My mom did not let me play football. I had to beg her in middle school. Like elementary,
Really?
I had
literally
to beg on my hands and knees, bro.
Really?
Bro,
Begging
mom
my
was
mom.
not
I was like,
letting
no,
me.
that violent sport.
I don't even know.
That violent sport. I'm like, come on.
I don't even know why I'm saying really, because my mom definitely hates the fact that I play football.
Bro, my
Oh,
mom
me
did
too,
not
bro.
let me play football. But it's
Me too,
crazy though,
bro.
because like once I started playing, like your parents are gonna learn to love it. Like my parents watch football at home now, like regular. Before, like now they understand football, but like before, like they didn't understand nothing. Like my mom wanted me to play soccer. African parents, foreign parents, they did not want me to play football. Had to beg them.
What you play football?
You know what I'm saying?
My mom, to this day, she still be scared every time I'm playing.
Me too, bro.
Every time something happens, if I lay on the floor a little too long or anything like that, she thinks
She's like, I was on the stands,
Yeah.
Nah, you was crazy. Yeah, I definitely. My parents still be scared too. Like when that thing happened to Damar Hamlin, I was out at my boy's house watching the game, and when I came back home, like my mom was like waiting for me. And, like as soon as I walked in, like she started crying and just like prayed over me, like that moment. So like,
yeah, my mom was at work when it happened, and she called me like, "Did you see it?
Yeah,
this is why I don't like football.
Yeah.
This is why I don't like football. That's exactly what my mom said.
Football.
That's
Yeah,
exactly what my mom said.
Another
I pray
time-
every day. I pray every day.
I pray for you every day.
Every day.
Another time in high school, it was one of our games, and I'm going to hit the quarterback, and my other teammate who's a linebacker, he came and I got there before him, so I hit the quarterback and he hit me. I mean, he knocked the shit out of me, bro. Like I was just laying, like I tried to get up, I was laying there, I tried to get back up, and I just dropped. My mom, she was so scared, bro. I dead ass thought like I couldn't get up, bro. Like I tried, like the wind was knocked out of me like crazy, bro. Nah, parents definitely do be scared about football, bro.
Speaking of parents, how is it? How is your family dynamic? Because I know your parents are very supportive. I mean, his parents are coming to every away game. They're flying,
busing, jetting.
I'm talking about. We was in Arkansas and I saw his mom. I said, "Whoa,
pulling up."
I know, like
Louisville, there,
everywhere.
Y'all went to North Dakota State.
Yeah,
I wasn't there. They were there.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is wild.
No, that's crazy.
But you know, like that's something I definitely love to see. You know, and definitely love to highlight. So how is that family dynamic shaped you to who you are, and that support system in football led to your success? You feel like
definitely like the support I get from my parents, like it's big, and like just going to the games, like honestly, it's become like a part of our family. Like every weekend, like my sisters along with them, like they'll hop in the car and they'll usually drive unless it's like super far and they'll fly. But every weekend, that's their thing. You know what I mean? They get with the parents and stuff like that.
They got jerseys, shirts, hoodies, socks,
hoodies, scarf, whatever you need. And yeah, if you a guest too, they got extra stuff. Like, you know what I mean? But like just the love and support, just knowing that they're gonna be out at every game, gonna be in those stands and cheering me on no matter what. And it's always been like that, you know what I mean? So like
facts. Yeah. I would say that's one thing about African parents, you know what I'm saying? Like they were going to try to support you for sure. Like I know a lot of people's parents who might have never seen them play, you know what I'm saying, from high school on, like might have only made it to one or two games, and and numbers are in the teens of games in the season. So like like just being able to be there at every single game, you know what I'm saying? I know that's a big thing that might not like be like super blown up, but like it's definitely like appreciated. Like you know what I'm saying? Having your family there, having somebody, you know, somebody cheering you on in the stands. I mean, there's always fans, but it's like your family, you know what I'm saying? It's something different.
Yeah, just like it's funny because my mom would be like, I don't like it. And then she'll be in the stands cheering. Cheering. So, like, you know, no matter how much I know she doesn't like me playing football, but the fact that she'll still support me because she loves me, obviously, I'm her son. And that's a big thing. And African parents, like Julio said, they really support you.
Oh, yeah, it means a lot, definitely. Just having the love and support out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Facts.
So, all right, after high school, obviously you were getting recruited.
Yeah.
You were highly recruited, would you say?
Yeah, I wasn't really, no stars, nothing. I probably had like, 6-7 offers.
That's honestly the story for a lot of JMU players, honestly. Like, JMU does a good job of finding the good players who might not have a lot of recognition.
Yeah, like, I wasn't getting recruited that much, you know what I mean? Our school, Oakdale High School, is probably like, 6, 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like I was there. We won. And that year, we won our first playoff game ever. And then we won our second playoff game ever. You know what I mean? Lost to Damascus. You know what I mean?
Hey, a lot of people can relate to that. Yeah. Not me, though.
Not me either.
But what made you choose, coming out of Oakdale High School, what made you choose JMU over the other schools that were recruiting you?
So, honestly, like, when I look at it, honestly, it was like a no-brainer. Mm-hmm. Like, the schools that I had were, Towson, UNC Charlotte, Monmouth, Robert Morris, and Morgan State.
Yeah.
And JMU just won the FCS National Championship. You know what I mean? I'm looking at Khalid Abdullah on the TV, balling out, getting love.
Going crazy.
Yeah, going crazy, getting loved by all of JMU and like all that. And I'm like, bro, like he's playing running back. And they gave me the choice to play running back or like a hybrid linebacker out here. Yeah, bro. And like they gave me a choice. And I was like, after I saw that and after I saw him like snapping and like he's over here scoring like this, and I'm over here like, oh, I want that. I wanna be like a superstar running back, like a college football running back like that, bro. You feel me? And like came down the official. You remember the official?
Hey,
JMU official
remember the
crazy
official.
back in the day.
And I was a high schooler coming to JMU.
That official sold me too. That official visit got a lot of good players.
Man, bro, I was like,
it got me.
I love college. Yeah,
it got me. Percy, West,
Mike Green,
Liam, Tuck, Garrett Gruel, Taurus Carroll. A lot of that official visit got a lot of people. Y'all know.
Official visits back in the day was crazy, bro. JMU pre-COVID was a time to be alive.
Time to be alive.
Time to be alive.
Only the real remember.
I took 2 official visits. That's how you know it was a time to be alive. I took 2.
Yeah, 2. Bro. That official visit, it'll get you right. And after that, I was just like, they had us in the parade and everything. I was just like, all right, this is the spot. Yeah. This is the spot. Like, I felt it. I felt the love. And, like, I felt like, I was like, bro, like, look at the stadium. Look at game day. Look at the fireworks. Like, come on, bro.
All right, so you've been under, you know what I'm saying, you've been here for a little while. You've been under both staffs, Mike Houston and Signelli. Just talk about a little bit about the Mike Houston staff and the Mike Houston era to let the people know, you know what I'm saying? Just talk about a little bit of how that was, like the workouts, the practices, the meetings, the difference between coaches. Just talk a little bit about that.
So with Mike Houston era, you gotta be built different. You know what I mean? Like what was going on, like it's gonna test you mentally. Like, and it's not just like the working out stuff. It's the schedule. It's the you got to be here at this time, 5 minutes early, and like you better be there 5 minutes early. Like, not for real though. You know what I mean? Like,
so what would happen if you wasn't there 5 minutes early? Take us into like some of the punishments.
I don't know if we want to get
we can take us into some like the punishments. So like for people who don't know, before 2019, before the NCAA like banned it, it's something called like Breakfast Club, to where like you can punish, or like if players, it's like a disciplinary action to where like if players like were late to meetings or like late to class or something, like they can have Breakfast Club, which is basically like a 5 a.m. workout. The NCAA ended up like taking that away after 2019, but when Mike Houston was here with them, they had that. So just take us what Breakfast Club look like for the people.
So to be honest, like? I've never had Breakfast Club. You know, I handle my business.
But both of y'all got stories of what Breakfast Club looked like.
But I've had roommates that are repeat offenders. You know what I mean? And honestly, like they bring you out there. And if you honestly a repeat offender, they gonna bring your coach out there and the rest of the group out there early.
And that's bad. So for non-athletes, your coach do not want to wake up and come watch you work out. Because that's basically punishing them too. You know what I'm saying? They could be doing some other thing. They could be sleeping, doing film, something. Yeah. So they do not want to be there watching you work out because you did something dumb.
Like, you out there before the birds chirping.
5 a.m. on that line.
Yeah. So you out there, you got to, there's stuff. They running around the field. You rolling.
Yeah, you carrying stuff, pushing sleds.
Stuff. Oh my gosh, you're doing crazy stuff. Like, tedious, annoying things that are like, that tire you out, bro. Like, you're just out there doing it for like like an hour or so.
And then some people would have that before our morning workouts.
Before morning workouts, some people have
get
it multiple times a week.
No sympathy. You going right to workouts right after because it don't matter.
It don't matter. You should have been at class.
And I'm all for it. Honestly,
for sure.
Like, it's discipline, bro.
Yeah, I feel like
discipline.
anything to deter, not anything, but something of that degree to deter people from acting up and make the team win. I don't, honestly, hard workouts, disciplinary actions, coaches yelling at you, all that stuff. If I'm winning, I'm going through it. Like,
I'm all for it,
and
bro.
that's what we did with Coach Houston. We was winning games, So
I mean,
definitely.
And another story, I wasn't under the Houston staff. I had committed under him, but he had left right before I came. Another story I heard was there was a few players that went to a party
sure.
during camp. Explain to the people what was their punishment.
They got punished. That was bad ball. I mean, those players. So we had practice.
That's not good.
They found out that they had went out, right?
Yep.
They
tell them how they found out.
They found out
an informant
because they had an informant that had them on that had seen that they were on somebody's story or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how the coaches found out. They waited to the end of practice to let them know they found out and just said, "Hey, y'all, just stay back. Stay back.
Yeah, stay back real quick."
Everyone broke it down. Coach already talked, so we were about to go. We were going to the locker room. They're like, "Hey, y'all, stay back." And then so we're like, "Oh, they got him. They're getting punished." So we go in the locker room. Like usually when you have to practice, you go in the locker room. You're chilling, you're talking, and then people are going in and out the shower, changing stuff like that. We do all that. And this was during camp time. I'm not sure if it was winter camp or summer camp.
It was summer camp.
Summer camp
because it was Frog Week.
Oh, okay,
Frog Week. Get you.
So then we went up to the club level to eat our team meals, right?
Yep.
So and this is after we'd had to have been in the locker room for like 45 minutes?
Yeah, bro.
Maybe an hour.
Probably like an hour. People talking.
Yeah, people talking.
Like an
we
hour.
going to the club level. We look out the windows and they're still getting punished on the field.
Still getting punished. They one of the kids they brought out his inhaler.
You think an asthma attack gonna get you out of working out?
Yeah, no.
Go pop that
Take
inhaler.
2 puffs and get back down.
Get back on that line.
Like,
I'm talking sprints, rolling,
and it's in the hot summer, bro.
Hot summer sun.
After practice.
Turf hot.
After practice.
After practice.
You know what I'm
Turf
saying?
is hot.
But then
I mean, those memories, like, it's stuff you never forget.
Never
bro.
forget.
You never forget, and
forget.
It's nostalgic looking back on it because you remember the time.
You gonna remember it and you gonna laugh about it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Even if it was you, bro, you gonna remember it and you gonna laugh about it and be like, dang, I remember that. You know what I mean? I remember getting punished. It was all over there. You remember we was all blood.
And I feel like that's indicative of your entire journey through JMU.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've been here 6 seasons now.
Yeah.
And just like reflect on your time at JMU and how you feel it's been for you these past 6 years. And, this is like a little bit of recruiting pitch to like, I guess, young kids coming in, but like, how has JMU treated you? How have you seen these last 6 years at JMU?
Honestly, like, I've lived like the full college experience and full college athlete experience.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I came in, like, I had my goals and honestly, I exceeded my goals. I had to make more goals. There was things.
Always a good thing.
Like, coming through JMU, I mean, I had to, like, who I am now is completely different than who I was coming in. And that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Because I grew. You feel me? I went through a bunch of trials and tribulations through this, like, where I had to learn myself, when I had to figure out how to get through different types of adversity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, I can't sit there and just be like, all right, like, you know what I mean? Dang, I'm going to give up. Like, I have to find a way. You know what I mean? And there's times where it's like, dang, like, do I still really want to do this? You know what I mean? And, like, I proved to myself that I want this bad. You know what I mean? I want it. So, like, just going through JMU, like, going throughout the years, like, I learned so much from, like, so many different people. And, like, I feel like even on the professional side, too, like, with networking, talking to people, like, NIL coming up, like, oh, yeah, there's so many different experiences and stuff like that, that JMU really, like, it built me. And when people say this is a special place, this is a special place. Like, not just, like, with the parties and stuff like that. Like, people out there, they grind. Like, these regular students too, like, they wanna get money. Like, they wanna be great and stuff like that. And, like, the people around here, like, it's gonna force you to elevate. You know what I mean? And, like, that, like, just being around that type of people and that type of surrounding, like, it's always gonna breed success. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm I'm happy I came to JMU, and I'm happy I've been here all these years because every year I've been taking a step forward. So
yeah, for sure. Like, and you came in as a guy who played really early. You know, you had a lot of success as a young guy, and we had a running back by committee sort of thing. So you kind of had to share the load with some guys, Marcus Marshall, Trey Sharp, some of those guys, Juwan Hamilton, as you were coming up. But then after some of those guys had left, it was obviously your show. You know, it was everyone know Percy, face of the franchise,
Perk 31,
and you were having great times. You were playing really well, and then later on in your career, you started dealing with injuries, right?
Yeah.
And talk about that a little bit and how that affected you at the time and looking back on it.
So yeah, when the injuries started coming, like you know, my senior year and all that, and like, you know, now and stuff like that. So that honestly forced me to like look at football differently.
Yeah.
Like, I had to learn more about my body, because it used to be a time where it's just like, all right, I can go out there, no warm up, no nothing. Yeah. And then I learned more. I was like, okay, I got to roll, stretch, and all of that. And I was like, okay. Then I hurt my ankle. And I was like, okay, there's a lot more. Now I'm doing yoga, ankle mobility, all this FRC and all these things that's like, all right, like, I wish I was doing this earlier. I wish I knew about this earlier. And the injuries, like, it's a blessing in disguise, because I mean, at first I looked at it and I was just like, all right, like, blah, blah, like with my ankle, I was just like, and what was it, 2021 last year? I was like, dang, why me? Like, this was my year, like, blah, blah. I had to take a 6th year, all that. Coming to the 6th year, bro, I had the best opportunity that I could ever have. You know what I mean? The spotlight was crazy. Top 25 in the nation. Like, that's better than I could have ever imagined. You know what I mean? So with the injuries, bro, like, I look at it with a positive outlook of like, what can I learn from this? You know what I mean? And from every injury, I've learned something new, and something I thought, because I thought like I knew a lot. And then something happens and I get proved wrong all the time, that I was like, I really don't know anything. You know what I mean?
Injuries could definitely, you know what I'm saying, tell you a lot about yourself, a lot about your situation. Like, I remember my sophomore year, so I had redshirted my freshman year, didn't really get into any games. So my sophomore year, you know what I'm saying, it's time for me to play. First game of the season, it's my birthday. You know what I'm saying, February 20th, spring season, 2020 COVID. It's my birthday. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting on special teams. I'm a second string at linebacker. Finally get a chance to get in the game. Break my thumb. I'm out for 8 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So like that was really a bummer for me. And but that definitely teaches you a lot about yourself, a lot about your situation, a lot about, you know what I'm saying, like what habits you have had, or like just like your mindset and things, and what you need to do. It kind of makes you grow up fast in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, you learn very quickly, either the hard way, wake up to reality, or, you know what I'm saying, you do some self-eval. But like, injuries definitely teach you a lot about yourself. And you could talk to, you know what I'm saying, you've been through 2 knee injuries, you know what I'm saying, if you want to talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, you know, injuries, it comes with the game. They always tell you that, but you don't really know how difficult it is until it happens to you.
100%.
And like you said, it taught me a lot about better ways to take care of my body. And you always wish it didn't have to take me getting injured for me to learn to take care of this part of the body. And I feel like that's the biggest thing. But the injuries have just created a mindset of perseverance. Like, if you can come back from an ACL, you can come back from an ankle injury, you can come back from surgery. Then you being down 21, 3 scores to App State is nothing. You've dealt with adversity before.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and I feel like this year was big. You know, you coming back this year. Obviously, me having to still be here, and these older guys. I feel like the experiences we've had, and it's like this season really showed why coaches love having older veterans on the team, and they're fighting so hard to keep
player retention.
Because you know, if you have a young team, which we do, you need those older guys,
100%
on offense and on defense, that are even killed, chill, have been there before. You know, it's easy when you're a young guy. I experienced this too. Once you start losing a little bit, you're like, oh man, this game's over and all that stuff. But I feel like it's a testament to the character of the older guys, and then the ability of the younger guys to absorb what older guys are teaching and watch them.
Definitely.
Like I feel like this past season was really a testament to that and how successful we were able to be.
100%, bro.
Yeah.
And like that's why honestly this past season was honestly my favorite season.
I was definitely one for the record books for sure. Like,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? We can't underestimate like what we did, you know what I'm saying? Like from a little FCS, JMU moving up, FBS, running the table, you know what I'm saying? And we should made a bowl game, won the Sun Belt Conference Championship. Like we could have really did all that if the rules wasn't the rules, but like really what we did was like unheard of, you know what I'm saying? Like a really a year to never be forgotten, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely. And like I mean, you know, we've been on multiple teams and stuff like that. Like, you know, we've been on multiple teams and like we've seen multiple dynamics of like the locker rooms and stuff like that. And I feel like this year was honestly like my favorite year because like just being a captain on the team, like just even in the summer, like I had a vision of like how I wanted the team to be just because of like the past, you know, the past positives and negatives of that, you know, the past leaders have done, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I could take all this and I was like, I know Ook's a great leader too, you know what I mean? And I was just like, we can take this team and form this team the way that we want it. You know what I mean? That's why, like, especially like when Toddy first came here, like I hit him up early because I was like, we're going to build this relationship now. You know what I mean? We're going to build this chemistry now. You know what I mean? And like, you could see how the team was this year, bro. You see how connected that team was, bro.
Honestly,
like,
man,
App
it's
State,
crazy.
man.
You know how good it is to hear like teammates saying like, I could sit down anywhere in the locker room and talk to anyone, have a conversation with anyone.
Nah,
bro.
facts. Cause I definitely remember like my freshman year, bro. Freshmen didn't talk to seniors.
No.
You not unless he's directly next to your locker, which is like maybe like I had one senior next to my locker. Shout out my man John Docker. But other than that, like freshmen are not really talking to seniors unless you're on the field, of course, like in the meeting room. But like in the locker room, like they over there and like you feel me, you out the way. But like I feel like now it's just like everybody's mixing mingling. Like we all just one big group. And I mean it's some positives, some negatives to it, but I feel like it just builds a better bond, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Like if you're connected with your team on that level, like you have it on the field. Like, you know what I mean? Like I built that relationship with Toddy, with KT, with TG, and with all these boys, even boys on defense. Like, we're going against each other every day. You know, at practice and stuff. You feel me? All my boys, like we're competitive. We edging it out there. You feel me? And like during the game, it's like, oh, I know he gonna handle business. You feel me? Oh, we good? We down? I don't care. Oh, okay, we good. We gonna handle business.
No Percy getting that first down.
Hell yeah. And
nah,
like,
for real.
you know what I mean? And like we had like an account to do that. You know what I mean? Like we did that. We planned that. We moved like that every single day. It was hundreds of days. I mean, you look into it, like how many practices we had since camp throughout the season, bro. Every day we gotta come out there. Every day we gotta say the speech. Every day we gotta go out there. You know what I mean? And like if you really look back into it, bro, that's incredible, bro. Like we went out there and we led all these guys. Think about how many young kids we had play. How many kids we had to step up. How all the adversity we had. We went to the Sun Belt. All that stuff they were talking, bro. I mean,
this year was crazy. You know what I'm saying? We became a nationally ranked team. This year forced I feel like the better out of a lot of people. Like just like speaking on like Isaac. Like if anybody knows Isaac, like he's not like yes he's a leader, but he's not like a vocal leader. And like I feel like this year like made him come out that shell. He had to speak more. You know what I'm saying? Old head on the team, starter, captain. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. Yes, you could be silent, but like you're gonna have to speak. Like you're gonna be forced in situations. You're gonna have to speak, and like it kind of forced him to step up and be that vocal leader as well as leading by his actions. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this year is just like it was a crazy year in a good way for a lot of people, for the school. You know what I'm saying? For the team. Hey, go Dukes.
Yeah, man, it's great. Like looking back on it, I always remember this season. Just like you, this is my favorite season that I've ever played at JMU, and I have so much love for that team and the players on the team and what we were able to accomplish. Because coming to JMU, it's funny because last offseason, like the transfer portal and everything and all that stuff, coaches were on edge trying to convince people to stay and do all these things. And, when stuff with, obviously we had a couple of our teammates leave, obviously coaches were scared of me leaving and stuff like that. So then when coaches were trying to sell me, they were saying, be a part of building something, be a part of something new and the fulfillment you'll get from it. At the time, I was like, man, I don't want to hear that. I don't really care. I just thought it was just fluff words, But going through it, it's crazy. Hindsight is 2020.
Not for sure.
It was amazing. Seeing young guys develop before your eyes.
Beautiful.
Growing, not just being JMU who's just beating everyone and getting to the playoffs, but having to be JMU that's an underdog and prove people wrong.
Ooh.
And get the national spotlight like that.
Oh my gosh, I love proving people wrong.
And on top of that, a couple of our close teammates and our close friends who have left, they love the new schools they was at, but they were always telling us they miss JMU, you know what I'm saying? So
it's JMU, man.
JMU's really a place to be, you know what I'm saying? People go to bigger schools, this, that, and the third, but they still miss home because JMU, that's what it is. It's a home. It's a family. You know what I'm saying?
When people say JMU bubble, it's different here in all aspects.
JMU is not a real place, but it's a real place.
It's not a real. It's really not a real place.
It's not a real place, but it's a real place.
Nah, if you know, you know. But
you know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's not real. It's not real. I don't believe it at all.
Twilight Zone.
Yeah, bro, it's not real out here, bro. Because even when my friends visit and stuff like that, they come from bigger schools and stuff, and they're just like, what?
That happens all the time.
What?
All the time.
Y'all did what? What?
All the time.
They're still partying out there?
Crazy place.
Wild, bro. You
crazy place.
But now, let's start to wrap it up a little bit. Let's go back to the where you are now. You had a great career at JMU. Obviously, something unfortunate happened at the end of the season. You had to have injury, have surgery.
Yeah.
And now you're in the prep phase.
Yeah.
You're prepping for the NFL draft. That's your next plan. How's that been going? And how's your mindset been having to recover from an injury, but also prepare yourself for the next level?
So my prep is a little bit different than the usual prep just because I'm recovering from an injury.
Yeah.
So right now, ahead of, pre pro day training and stuff like that, I have to rehab. You know what I mean? So that's my main focus right now, getting back healthy. You know what I mean? I'm working on my upper body. I'm working on my hands and, my football IQ as well. So those are the things I can work on because my whole body's not injured. You know what I mean? I'm going to work on the things that I can.
Yeah.
So just my whole mentality of it, honestly, it's just that I got to stay focused.
Yeah.
I'm still talking to scouts and stuff like that throughout this whole process. So it's I got to still be ready.
Yeah.
When the interviews come, I got to be ready. I got to, when I have to talk to them, when I have to write things down, draw up plays and stuff like that, I got to be ready. I got to be on my P's and Q's. Just because I'm injured doesn't mean it's an excuse for me not to be at the level that I need to be. You know what I mean? So yeah, just taking out this whole pro day training and stuff like that. I'm taking it the same way as everyone else is. You know what I mean?
No, and I definitely, knowing you and knowing the type of player you are, I know that you're going to bounce back right how you were before you left.
Big facts.
I've seen
Perk
you. I'll be in the training
31.
room.
Yes, sir.
You know what a perk is? Y'all know what a perk is?
I'll be in the training room with you, seeing you work, seeing you grind day in and day out, man.
Yes,
and I just know, bro. I hope you know you got my support. You got JMU support as always, man. We believe in you. We
appreciate y'all, boys.
We know you going to the top, bro. For real,
yes, sir.
You're my brother, for real.
Oh, bro.
Hey, man, to everybody out there, how you pull up to the party and forget the F perks per 10?
But now, man, thank you for coming, bro. I really appreciate you taking the time out to come talk with us.
Facts.
And a lot of people in JMU Nation, they know you, but they don't really know you. And I feel like now
they get to know you.
They get to know you even better.
I appreciate y'all boys for having me and
Nah,
allowing me to tell my story. You know what I mean? The love is always great around JMU.
Man, you a JMU legend, man. You know what I'm saying? JMU legend.
Won't be
Perk
long for the
31.
statue out in front. Man.
Facts. Percy Agyei-Obese.
I could have done without y'all boys, man.
For real, but
y'all was part of the process. Y'all seeing me grow, really, though. You feel me? Seeing me grow, so I appreciate y'all boys too. You feel me? Because y'all push me too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I learned from you guys, and like, you know what I mean. Again, y'all pushed me to be great. So.
What do you think of the pod, man? You had a good time?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I got to come on this thing again.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Thank you again. If y'all haven't already, make sure you like the video and hit the subscribe button if you like, and comment about all the interviews. Like, if you want more interviews like this with more JMU people around and players and coaches and stuff like that, let it be known in the comments and by liking this video, leaving a subscribe, and
follow me.
Yeah,
you follow him on all social media.
I'm gonna have his Instagram.
It's gonna be in the bio.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it down in the description, and I'm gonna put it down here too.
Yes,
so
sir.
For the people watching, you're gonna see that as well. And but yeah, that's how we got, man. It's been another edition Off Schedule Podcast. Peace.